Shalawam, Malcolm. First off, I want to give all honor, all glory, all praises to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles, prophets, and teachers for teaching us this truth. I was kind of putting some precepts together, and the Spirit's been kind of on me to push this video out, and I've been put the precepts together a little earlier, and you know I've been trying to think about what I was gonna say in this whole lesson, but actually putting the precepts together, just when that Spirit's on me, it kind of seemed like time stands still. So when I'm just sitting here right now recording this lesson, not knowing what to say, but I'm just gonna go ahead and bring out the precepts and let the Spirit flow. Yeah, I'm just gonna go in some of these prophetic prophecy precepts. So you start out Luke 21 and 24. Yeah, this is Luke 21 and 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. So that's one way we know that the people over there in the land aren't the true people, because as you know, Yahawah, bahsham, Yahawashi scattered us to the four corners of the earth and told us we wouldn't see the land no more until Yahawashi actually brings us back into the land. And I believe I've got that precept in here, but if I don't, I'll grab it. Let's see what my next precept is. Isaiah 14. All these precepts I really love so much. Like, these really bring about hope. Actually, let me start at 1. For Yahawah will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Now, the strangers in that verse is talking about Israelite foreigners, Israelite strangers. Salakia. The word for that is gar. And as you see, sojourners. The definition of foreigners in Israel through conceded rights, a temporary inhabitant, newcomer lacking inherited rights, is pretty much talking about Israelite strangers. That's the word gar that goes into that. But he dropped down to verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them into their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahawah for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives whose captive they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And it shall come to pass in the day that Yahawah shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from thy hard bondage, wherein thou wast made to serve. So this is actually when Yahawashi is gonna take us out and bring us back into the land. So like yeah, got a little allergies, but this is actually when Yahawashi is gonna take us back into the land, and the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Yeah, I'm sorry, Slacky. I was thinking, uh, uh, because he's gonna give us rest when he does that. Because the captivity that we are in right now, um, he's this is not our rest. And if I have that precept, I'll grab it. Hold on, let me make sure. I believe it's in Micah, but I'll just go ahead and grab it. Yep. Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction. So we won't actually have that rest until Yahawashi comes back and delivers us back into the land of the Holy Land. It's Isaiah 67. All the flocks of Qadash shall be gathered together unto thee. The rams of Nebaioth shall minister unto thee. They shall come up with acceptance on mine altar, and I will glorify the house of my glory. And we go into the book of Obadiah all the time. This is just one book, and you can see on your own time. It's only got 21 verses in it, but I'm just gonna jump around to a few, starting at verse 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith Yahawah power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from Yahawah, and an ambassador sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee, that they eat thy bread, have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Shall I not in that day, saith Yahawah, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau? And thy mighty man, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off to slaughter. The Edomites are gonna be taken into captivity for 1,000 years, and then they're gonna be destroyed. The prophecy is here in the book of Obadiah, and it says here why, starting at verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. And I don't think I have that precept, but it shows. I don't think that's how. I'll find it. So like I didn't. Here it is. Exodus 17:14. And Yahawah said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. So yeah, he's gonna destroy the house of Esau after 1,000 years when they go into captivity. And go back to verse 11. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, and the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou wast one of them. That just goes into some history. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, and the day that he became a stranger, Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction, neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. These are direct cuts to those Israelites that want to say Deuteronomy 23:7, thou shalt not whore Edomite, even though you don't understand that verse. This all just cuts all of that. We'll just go to 15. For the day of Yahawah is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. And I'll drop down to verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. So all of Yasharahla, the northern and the southern kingdom, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahawah hath spoken it. So yeah, the Edomites are going into slavery, and then after the 1,000 years is up, they're gonna be destroyed. This is Zechariah 12:6. In that day will I make the governors of Judah like an heart of fire among the wood, and like a torch of fire in a sheaf. And they shall devour all the people round about on the right hand and on the left. And Jerusalem shall be inhabited again in her own place, even in Jerusalem. So yeah, Yahawah bahsham Yahawashi is gonna use the people, the elect actually, of Yasharahla, and he's gonna send right now he's sending fishers for fishermen to gather the elect, and when the elect are gathered and more of these prophecies come to pass, then he's gonna turn them into hunters. I believe that's the next precept, but this is what I go in order. Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send forth many fishers, saith Yahawah, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill, and out of the holes of the rocks. And as Yahawah bahsham Yahawashi says, will be his battle axes, his weapons of war. So they're gonna be as you can see, they're building all these bunkers and whatnot, but that's not gonna save you from this judgment. This judgment's gonna find you wherever you go, and you may try to hide, but there's no place you can get to that Yahawah can't find you. Anywhere on all of creation, under heaven, in the heavens, Yahawah bahsham Yahawashi knows it. He made it. And this is just to back up that precept. Habakkuk 1:14. And makest men as the fishes of the sea, and as the creeping things that have no ruler over them. So yeah, he's turning the elect of Israel right now to fishers to gather his elect. So this gospel is being preached on the four corners of the earth. And after that, when more of these prophecies come to pass, like the famine of hearing the words of Yahawah, and the MOTB being mandatory, which is the RFID microchip, and World War III, and then the Lake of Fire, those ICBM missiles burning America. After all of that, then the elect are gonna, gather their enemies and bring them out as hunters would be, and things of that nature. There's Revelation 6:15. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. So yeah, you see them making those bunkers and all those cliffs, and they're gonna try to get away, but there's nowhere that you can get away to. And said to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? I'll read that in the NLT. I think that makes it a lot more plainer. Then every one of the kings of the earth and rulers, these the generals, the wealthy, the powerful, and every slave and free person, all hid themselves in the caves and among the rocks of the mountains. And they cried to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of the one who sits on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of their wrath is come, and who is able to survive? So yeah, these top banking elites, they actually know these scriptures, and they understand it. And if you were to actually look with your spiritual eyes on some of these movies and stuff, you can actually see that they actually know of some of these things. Revelation 20 and 14 is my last precept. But this is after the ICBM missiles hit, and Yahawashi comes back, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. So the only ones written in the book of life here at this moment is the elect. And after the elect come back into the kingdom, Salaki, after the elect come back into the kingdom, they're gonna procreate and make babies, and the 2/3 who's gonna actually perish on this side are gonna come back into the kingdom, and that's how they're gonna repopulate the kingdom back, and all of Israel shall be saved. So the Yahawah, bahsham Yahawashi, made the promise to save all of Israel, but 2/3 of our people have to actually perish on this side, and whoever is not written in the lake of the book of life, which is the elect written in that book of life, is cast into the lake of fire, which is those ICBM missiles. So that's all I have for you today. I just want to say shalawam to the elect, and shalawam to those pushing this truth. I just say shalawam, shalawam, shalawam. Rakatha to the elect.